for the 144th Westminster Kennel Club Dog Show. Launched in 1877, Westminster is America's second longest continuously held sporting event, only behind the Kentucky Derby. For a few fun facts, the Westminster Kennel Club Dog Show predates the light bulb, the automobile, basketball, and the establishment of the World Series. There are over 2,600 dogs here today representing 204 breeds, but only one can become best in show. So let's go down, let's meet some of the owners and handlers, and let's see some of the personalities of these purebred pups. We have a dog here that likes some chips, huh?
Yes, he does. This is Sully.
Sully?
Sully is a 2-year-old Leonberger. And this is his first time at Westminster.
Well, how did he do in Westminster?
Well, he made the short list, but that's okay. That's good for him. Yeah, he's a young guy.
He's a young guy.
Yes.
He's got a lot of action in front of him. Hey, you like them chips, huh?
Yes,
I like
he
that. Now tell me how much he weighs.
Sully's about 140 pounds.
140 pounds.
Yes.
Okay. And tell me about this coat. How much work does that take, or does he shed?
We actually send him out for that. Okay. We don't do it ourselves.
Yeah.
It's a lot of work, though, and they do shed pretty much all year long.
Yes, and we have a lab. She sheds, but we take her to a pet connection to have her all clean.
We have a lady.
Oh,
yes.
okay. And where's she from? Where are you from? Or
we're from just outside of York, Pennsylvania.
All right. Does she have a lot of space to run, or is she a runner, or is she sort of?
Sully is a male. Two-year-old male, and we have 2 other guys like this at home too. So we have a nice big backyard, and it's fenced in, so he can go and tear up the grass as much as he wants.
Do you need a lot of exercise?
No, not typically. No, they run around for a little bit, but they're pretty laid back dogs.
Good family dog? Or?
Yes, they're lovers. So.
Has it been, isn't it recent that they were added to the Westminster Dog Show?
I think they've been recognized by the AKC since 2010, maybe.
Yeah.
So they're an old breed. They come from Germany, but they just.
Tell me about that background from Germany.
Yeah, so like in the 1830s, I think, Leonberger, Germany, wanted a town mascot. So they bred a St. Bernard, a Great Pyrenees, and a Newfoundland together to look like their town crest, which is a lion. So as much as a dog can look like a lion, there it is.
What were they known for in Germany?
Not much of anything other than that. That's what they were bred for ornamentation. But they did haul artillery from both world wars, and they were almost extinct. After World War II, there was like 8 dogs left, and every Leonberger you see today is from those 8 dogs. That's what I'm told. I don't know.
That is interesting.
Yeah. So.
Well, good. A beautiful dog. What's their life range?
8 to 10. Yeah. Like a lot of other large breeds, I suppose.
Yeah, the large breeds sometimes are a little less, but you love them.
I do. We do. Yes, we do.
Well, thank you so much.
Oh, you're welcome.
Who do we have here?
So this is Crush, and Crush is a Bullmastiff. Bullmastiffs compete in the working group. They're an old breed. They originate from the English Mastiff and the Bulldog, although they're certainly a purebred now. They haven't been crossbred for many years. They're a guardian breed, so they're a breed that's called, what we call is a catch-hold breed. So it's a breed it's a guardian breed, but as if you notice, very low aggression. Sweet dog, great family dog. And they participate not just in conformation, but agility and run fast cat and a lot of highly athletic sports.
lovable here.
Very
I'm falling in love right away.
Yeah.
How much does he weigh?
This is Crush. He weighs 147 pounds. So he's a big boy. He's 4.5 years old. He was last year's best of breed at Westminster. So we were not as lucky this year, but he did a great job.
He did a great job.
Yeah.
And does tell me about the grooming. Does he shed?
He does shed a little bit. They basically just lose their coat like seasonally. So in the spring of the year and in the fall of the year. And it's just not like a lot of dropping coat all the time. Although they can have, when they drop their coat during seasonal times, it can be a little more. But very little grooming, not a high energy dog. In other words, it's not a dog that he like a walk once or 2 times a day, but not a super high. I tell people they're pretty much couch potatoes. This is what you see is what you get. Yeah.
You better watch out. I'm going to start hugging him.
I know. Great, loving, gentle breed. Good with family and kids.
Good with family.
Oh,
and
they're
kids.
great. Great dogs for families. Yeah.
Well, you want tummy rub? Uh-oh, they all like tummy rub,
they do.
tummy rub. Uh-oh, look at you.
Gentle giant.
The gentle giant. What happened? Uh-oh. The gentle giant
That was
has wakened.
It has awoken. Well, they answered to that.
This is your debut.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
What a beauty.
Yeah, they really are. They're a great breed. Wonderful, fun breed.
And where are you from?
We're from Wisconsin, so
Oh my goodness, you
I know.
came a long
drive
way.
over for us. Yeah.
You drove?
We did drive. Yep.
You did drive?
Yeah.
And how's he taken to New York City?
He likes New York City. Doesn't like the traffic.
Okay.
Unlike we don't either.
Yeah.
And all the horn blowing. Yeah.
And what makes him happy?
You're looking at it. A lot of attention. He likes what makes him happiest is to be with his people. Yeah. That's what makes him happy. Yeah.
This is a chocolate lab, and tell me his name and a little bit about the breed.
Okay, well, this is Jetson. He's a grand champion. He's 3 years old from California. He's a wonderful dog. This is a great breed. They've been #1 in the breed standings for popularity for 26 or 28 years now. They have a wonderful temperament. They're easygoing. They love everything. They're fun dogs. I've been breeding dogs now and involved in Labrador since 1982.
Oh, wow. We have a lab, and she always has the best personality. She just wakes up always happy and wanting to please. Is that like a trait of theirs? Or?
Oh, definitely. They wake up every morning. It's a new day. Their tails are wagging. They like a routine. They like a schedule. Know when they're going to get their food, when they're going to get their play. They'll start anticipating, and then they may wake you up earlier in the morning to get you to go throw the ball for them. They have a lot of personality. He wants to take pictures with your camera. But Jetson he's got a lot of personality too. He loves to give kisses. He'll jump up on you and give you a kiss, and sometimes without warning.
Yes,
Good boy.
Ours also. Sometimes ours barks a lot. What do you do on the barking? Does yours bark a lot?
They usually will bark when they want something. So if they're anticipating their dinner or going out for a run, they get excited, they bark. Sometimes they'll bark if there's somebody out there, or just when they get excited or happy. So that's a typical trait of Labrador. They can bark.
Ours is good we have little children around. Do you find that most of them, how do they react with children?
They're wonderful children's dogs. They're very tolerant of, different types of people and especially children. The children can, pretty much climb all over them, and they're just happy as can be.
Yeah, it's such a nice dog. And how much does this one weigh?
Jetson is 101 pounds.
Oh, Jetson is 101?
Yes, he is. He's a big boy. He's solid muscle. He gets to run every day. 2 hours a day, he goes and plays with his kennel mates, and they run the backyard, pick up a toy, and they're gone. They chases on.
Did you fly here?
Yes, we flew out last Monday. I like to come out early and get to see the city. We went for a horse-drawn carriage ride through Central Park. He loved it. He enjoyed seeing all the different scenery and stuff out there. He didn't mind sitting in a carriage, so he was a good boy.
Oh,
Good boy.
So much. Yes, I just love this. Is one of my favorite favorites.
That's why they're the number one breed.
You are so lovable. I always say I wish I could wake up and have that same personality.
Oh, wouldn't it be nice
you
to wake
know,
up every morning and just wag
and be like them? Yeah, they're really they've always got such an upbeat, positive attitude. I just love that about this breed.
That's a Labrador. Happy-go-lucky is what they call it.
Happy-go-lucky. Well,
That's Jetson. Nothing phases him. He loves to walk the city, and noises, trucks, honking, nothing bothers him. He's just happy-go-lucky.
well, Jetson, it's sure been nice meeting you. Thank you.
This is a standard poodle, Gracen, and they're great companion dogs. And they'll do any kind of sport you'd like, or be a couch potato and watch TV if you'd like. They just like to be a companion and do whatever you're doing. Their history has them as a retriever, so they'll go in the water and retrieve anything, or backyard ball playing. Good boy? Anything to say?
Where's the poodle from?
This poodle's from Buffalo, New York.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
The breed itself, is it from another place, or?
Oh yeah, I think original from Germany, and some of the original stock.
What's its temperament?
Temperaments they should be very friendly and a companion dog. So they're very good with children, very good to do anything you'd like to do.
Talk just about the coat and how you need to
Well, the nice thing about the poodle is they don't shed. But they do need grooming and brushing because they don't shed. But not shedding, they're hypoallergenic. So they're good for any kids with allergies. That's how I got started with them. I had asthma as a child. And I was drawn to the poodles, non-shedding. And then I was drawn to the standards because they're just a little more athletic and can do anything you want to do.
Does it need a lot of exercise? You said it's athletic, or?
No, not required. He'd be just as happy to do anything that you're doing, just to be a part of whatever you're doing. Whatever activity level you'd like, they adapt to.
This is a Beauceron. It's a French herding breed. It's a very old breed. There's arguments about how old, 1400s, 1500s, or 1600s. But they were an all-around farm dog that herd sheep like an invisible fence. They travel miles with the sheep from pasture to pasture. They're a very sturdy breed. Come here. One of their traits is these double dew claws here in the back, which are a requirement for a Beauceron in order to show and breed them. Speak, 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 speak. Good girl. Paw. Other paw.
Does she shed?
Yes, she does shed. She has a double coat, but it's very minimal because their hair is very short. Her name is Matrice. She's the #1 Beauceron in the country for 3 years running. She's the one and only Best in Show Beauceron female. She also is the only Grand Champion female, and the second only to her sire, Gideon, which is the most winningest Beauceron in the country.
Where does she live at?
She lives in Connecticut, Woodbridge, Connecticut.
These are black and tan Coonhounds. They're a treeing and trailing scent hound. They came into the AKC in 1945. They're a wonderful family dog. They're good with kids. They're great to live with. They do have a very loud baying bark, so you have to really be good friends with your neighbors. The boys are generally bigger than the girls, 25 to 27 inches. Girls 23 to 25 inches. The average male coonhound weighs about 90 pounds, and the average female weighs about 65 to 70 pounds. They're wonderful dogs. They're pretty much up for doing whatever you would like to do. If you want to bring them in the house, they'll lay around and be couch potatoes. But if you want to go out and go hiking, they're happy to do that with you too. We always recommend that you have a securely fenced yard and that you always walk them on a leash, because they are a hunting dog, and so if they get on the trail of something that they're interested in, they'll follow that until they look up and they find themselves lost.
And who do we have here?
Brute, the Bernese mountain dog.
And tell us about Brute.
Brute is an 8-year-old Bernese mountain dog who was actually #1 burner in America a couple of years ago, and now he's retired as my junior's dog.
Yeah, and tell us about the juniors. This is real exciting. You'll be showing him, correct?
Yes, so it's every junior's dream to compete at Westminster, and
What age range is juniors?
8 through 18.
8 through 18?
And you have to have 7 best juniors in order to qualify for the garden. So
this is a real special young lady. She's as special as the dog is.
we only did it in four months instead of a year, because that's when we actually started getting competitive.
Oh dear. And does she listen well, or tell me?
He lives for the show ring.
He lives for it?
Yes, he loves it.
And what will they be looking for?
How I handle the dog, our connection in the ring, and just how I handle the dog to breed standards. So it's about me and not the dog.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Is that a little different than
Confirmation, or than regular confirmation?
Regular?
Yes, because they're actually judging the dog instead.
And
So
on this one,
it's me.
they're judging. Oh.
Yes. So this is like everyone's dream, because everyone wants to be crowned best junior here, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
look at that. And it looks like you have a great relationship.
Yeah.
And how much does he weigh?
About 100, 105.
About 100, 105? And a lot of exercise, or not too bad?
No, they're couch potatoes. Even though they're working dogs, he would rather sit on the couch, watch TV.
And does he shed?
Yes.
He does shed, okay.
Yes, he does.
But it looks like friendly with people.
Yes, he's actually got his certification for therapy dog work, and he got his CGC, and he's just beautiful and also a great temperament. He's a perfect standard of a Bernese mountain dog, temperament and conformation-wise. Right, buddy?
Yeah, well, good luck there. You two have got a bond in there. We're giving you a little workout right here for it.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you, and good luck.
Thank you.
Okay. Bye, buddy. Bye.
This is Vino, and Vino is a Canaan dog, and this is the national dog of Israel. They're a herding breed. Vino, he's a young guy, and this is his first trip here. Say hi, Dad.
Came all the way from Israel?
Well, actually, he's from Czechoslovakia.
No, he's from Italy.
Oh, he's from Italy. I apologize. But his mother was an Israeli dog. His mother was a desert dog, right?
No, because they have to be 3 generations in
Ah.
the desert. So his grandparents on one side and great-grandparents on the other were wild dogs out in the desert.
Yeah.
And how did he become the national dog of Israel?
Because they're indigenous to Israel. They actually live out in the desert in Israel, and they were domesticated in the 1930s by the original Jewish settlers to Palestine. They're the national dog of Israel because they're the only dog native to Israel. They live wild still out in the desert and were domesticated only in the 1930s by the Jewish settlers to the region. And originally they wanted sentry dogs, guardian dogs, and all the breeds like boxers and shepherds couldn't tolerate the climate. And so the settlers said, hey, we've got these dogs out in the desert. They clearly tolerate the climate. Let's get some puppies. Let's see if we can domesticate and train them. And there we are.
Thank you so much.
So you're very welcome.
This is Turk. He's a bronze grand champion. He'll be 5 tomorrow.
He's going to be 5. Happy birthday. The breed?
Breed is a Great Dane.
And hey,
The wires.
tell me a little bit about the Great Dane.
That's a good question. So, yeah. So,
Strong doggy there.
Yes,
so they're big, so you would think that they need a lot of room. They actually don't need a lot of room. They're very much couch dogs, couch potatoes. And great temperaments. About 30 days ago, he got his therapy dog certification. So we're looking forward to spending time with some kids and hopefully making them feel a little better.
Does he shed?
A little bit. A little bit.
And does he need a lot of exercise, or as you said, he can be a couch potato?
We have a nice sized property, so he gets to go outside and run from time to time, but they're not real big on the exercise. Not a whole lot of exercise needed.
So they fit well in our family. One run around the coffee table, and he's good, you know.
'Cause I was thinking about a dog like that for my next dog. I want a big dog, but somebody, you know.
Very docile. Yeah, very
You need a big
docile.
couch, and you need a big bed. And that's all you need to own a Great Dane.
Oh, well,
Absolutely.
that's beautiful. And what were they looking for in the standard?
Well, so in the standard, they're looking for the dog should be square. The dog should have a good top line. They look at the way the tail comes off the back of the body. They look at the head, measuring the snout and the forehead. So.
And his name again?
His name is Turk.
Turk. Happy birthday, Turk!
Thank you.
How do you enjoy the Westminster Dog Show? Good?
Oh, it's
Yes,
awesome.
yes.
Yeah, it's our third time back.
Your
So.
third time back?
An honor to be here.
Oh,
Yes.
Good.
Yes.
Happy birthday, Turk.
Thank you. Now I can put on a hat.
Yeah. Happy birthday there, baby. You're loved. I can see. This one's loved. Aww.
Yes.
Oh, happy birthday.
And he did a photo shoot, so we got complimentary shoes, hence that's why our shoes are crazy shoes.
Hey, well, it's show business.
Yes, it's all
Show
that's
business.
right. We're in New York City.
Here in New York City.
Yeah, anything can happen.
It's important,
The
right?
training.
Because when they're puppies, you're bigger.
Uh-huh.
When they're adults, you're not. So it's important to put the time in for the obedience training and behavior training
Yeah.
when they're young.
And then they
So
don't know
then
they grow
They
this
don't know
big.
they got that big, and
Yes, have the power.
that way you're
right.
still the boss.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But they're, we've had them for 30 years. And they're just amazing. They don't have a long lifespan, but what they do give you is so worth it.
What's their lifespan about?
8 to 10. Yeah, but it'll be, it's just priceless. And that's our view, yes. We think it's just priceless. I'd rather have great love for a shorter time than have a dog that, I really don't enjoy as much. So that's our pick.
This is Newt. She's a Rhodesian Ridgeback. She's only 2.5, and she's more than halfway to her Silver Grand Championship.
It's only 2, yeah?
And she made the cut last year, but she didn't get anything.
It's okay. The judge said she was beautiful.
Cool. And then he found out she was a year old.
No, we made the cut, so it's a big thing to make the cut. And today we took a step forward this year and got select. And she's 2, and she's almost got her silver, and she's a group placer. So.
Tell me about the breed.
It's a wonderful breed. I mean, everybody thinks they're to hunt lions, but they actually go out. They do hunt them, but they hold them at bay in packs for the hunters to come out and kill the lions. And there's a myth. They mutated the ridge into them because they used to be hotty-toddy dogs. But there's a myth that the more swirls, the hunter thinks that they're the better hunter. But show-wise, they need to have a correct crown, symmetrical, and the length of their body. But they're great. They can keep up with horses for 30 miles straight. They're very energetic. So they're not an apartment dog where you can just put them in a crate or leave them there or you'll find your house torn up. But they're great, great fun dogs. If you like to exercise.
My dog sitter calls them chaos potatoes because when someone comes to the door, there's a free-for-all. and then they say, okay, we're done, and they go lay down on the,
The
on
runner
the
in
couch.
Kenya actually has 3 of them. And the U.S. the gold medalist from a few years ago. Yeah, he's got 3 of them he runs with. So they like to run in packs, and they're very playful and energetic. And
They tend to when they used to hunt them, they had mostly female packs with a couple of males, because the males would, if the hunter took too long, would get bored and give up and go home, but the females won't. So they'd sort of embarrass them into staying.
and they're headstrong. So I mean, if you were ever to come down on them or be, which you shouldn't with any animal, they are not like they won't bounce back. They'll lose your trust. They won't trust you anymore. So the happier the better. But they're very intelligent and great breed. Great breed.
And the winner of the 144th Westminster Kennel Club Dog Show was a standard poodle named Siba. As part of her post-press media appearances, she stopped by the iconic Sardi's restaurant in the heart of the theater district in New York City to lunch.
This is Siba, Best in Show winner of the 144th Annual Westminster Kennel Club Dog Show.
Ready?
Yes, we're ready. And Max is going to do the ceremonial feeding of the Best in Show winner. She will eat it all, but how about one more? One more. This is Kristal, who is the handler of Siba, and she's happy to answer questions. So we have our first question over here.
Yes, hi. Congratulations on winning. So my question is, obviously, Siba is in terrific, outstanding condition. What is the secret to her nutrition regimen, her conditioning, her exercise? What makes her so fabulous?
Well, she does get fed a really, really great food, and as long as it's, pro-plan chicken, she's happy. And then I have a 2-year-old son, and she spends all day running circles around him, and if he runs off, she goes and brings him back, so she gets lots of exercise that way. Keeps her on her toes.
Thank you.
On this breed, am I correct that this is a great dog for anyone who has allergies?
Oh, absolutely. They don't shed. They're hypoallergenic. And as long as you don't mind trimming some hair and not having to pick up all the shedding hair, they're great.
And I'm Kristal Hart reporting from Sardi's Restaurant here in the heart of the theater district in New York City. Hope you've enjoyed the show, and thanks for watching.